Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Mike Armstrong podcast show. And this afternoon, we're joined by Bernie Davies, who is an outstanding, awesome legend in the networking circles, running the Introbiz franchise in Swansea and West Wales. But Bernie's not just a franchisee; she's also an author at the moment. Currently, a hot author on the Amazon charts, all the charts to do with business. And
Yes, best-selling author. I
yeah,
have to say it. I can't call it. It's not often you can call yourself a best-selling author.
exactly. So, big up the best-selling author. How are you doing today, Bernie? You okay?
Well, I am just over the moon. To be honest. Okay, when the book became one hot new release in all its three categories in the pre-order stage, I kind of thought, wow, well, our marketing is really good. I did a really good description, and I was thinking, oh, thank God for the book cover, because I'm thinking those are all the reasons that it would be in the pre-order stage at the very top. In fact, our publisher said it's the first they've ever had a book in top new release in all three categories. But honestly, Mike, where my I'm overwhelmed now is that since it has come out, people who are not my mates, because you expect your mate to support you, don't you? You expect that. But it's the people who are not really my mates who are saying they've received the book, they've downloaded it on their app, Kindle app, and they've read it, and they are, so, I mean, 5 stars, they're just over the moon. That's what now I'm thinking, wow. Because if I'm honest, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, well, all of this great excitement, it's better be good.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I've
I'm
written a
like,
book. I've written a book myself, but I haven't published it yet. But at some point, I want to have a best-selling book as well. So I'm interested in watching your journey because I'm
yes.
hoping I'm going to go on a similar one. And I think the book cover. I think you look like the British Oprah.
Oh, I'll take that. I'll take it. No, seriously, honestly, Mike, I think this thing about judging a book by its cover did me great favor. This
Oh,
book,
definitely. It does look like
oh,
Oprah. Honestly, it looks like something that Oprah would put together.
and that was quite by chance. I just quite by chance had a great photographer, and I do not know. People then think, but the camera does not just naturally like me. The light can hit me and it looks really off. I am not a photographer's dream, but I've got to say that Justin Harris photography, he made when I was like, is that me? He's laughing. He's like, of course it's you. I'm like, nah, that's not me. He told me a little, and I'm trying to remember the tips, the way you breathe, the angles. Oh, he knows how to make a girl look good. So I've got to say, he put out some really good photographs. And then the marketing, the designer that the publishers use, he just took the brief and he created that amazing book cover. And to be fair, the publishers also said to me, Bernie, when you write the about the book that you put on when you list it, put as much as you can possibly put to pull the reader in. And so my about the book is quite a little bit of a little essay I
Yeah,
did, you know, about all the various things they'd
yeah,
find. And I
yeah.
think that really helped. But I was still worried, thinking, oh my gosh, then, you know, all this big hype, top new that, people are going to say, oh yeah, top new what, when they actually see it. I'm so relieved that people they are saying, no, you've got to read the book to other people. You've got to read it. It's a must have. And that is what I really wanted. It wasn't about, when I decided to write the book, Mike, it wasn't about, oh, how can I make myself wonderful? I did not expect that.
No.
It was about was, how can I make a difference now? It's the pandemic.
Yeah.
In my region, we at Introbiz Swansea and West Wales are about the community. We're about businesses. Yes, we're about making them grow and thrive. And we do the best we can within our remit. And I thought I would want to take it a little bit further. And I thought, can I provide a service where one, I can actually, before people get into the networking arena, because I speak to people and there are those who are reticent. They don't want to join because they're saying, I don't know how to network. I'm scared. I don't have the confidence and so on. So I thought I'd put together some kind of service where I could help people to feel ready. for the networking arena, to feel confident when they go, when, you know, before, like especially on Zoom, it can be intimidating to say your 60 seconds. And when we're open back out fully, I thought I wanted to help people to feel confident networking. And I also wanted to help the people who are already our members, already our partners, already engaging with us. How can I support them to be that much better, to be that more, what you say, attractive now, to pivot, as they call it, to find that new fresh thing, so that they can actually come back out into the arena and network effectively. And that's why I thought, let me put together that service. And with a service, it's always good to have a book. So I thought, for those people who might want to say, what do you mean you want to help us to find our uniqueness? What do you mean you want to help us to engage? What do you mean you want to help us to find a brand? I would have said, okay, read my book and come back to me. This is what I'm all about. And that was the reason I wrote the book. But now what I found is the book is even doing that much better, even for people outside of the region. It's gone global, and it's really been taken seriously. It's in paperback in October, and I'm just looking forward to that. At which time some of my friends who have been so lovely, who've actually bought the book, and I said, I want a signed copy. You can get your signed copy in October, and hopefully people use it as what I want it to be. It's a companion book. So it has practical exercises that you can work with your teams or just on your own. In the paperback, there'll be notes pages for you that I'll insert, so you can write your ideas down. Stick the book in your bag. Men in your man bag, women in your handbags. It's the size that you can actually carry around with you, and it be a companion guide. So that's essentially it. But as a network for Introbiz Swansea and West Wales, we are doing some things. More will be announced to really support the region in an incredible way as we come out of the lockdown.
Brilliant. And I think you should also register, if you haven't already, register the domain for your book, put a website on it, a landing page. Yeah.
Right.
Are you working on that?
Well, I have a website for the services, berniedavis.com, and my book is on it, and the courses that I'm delivering are on it. Yeah. But I've not had a website domain, the book in and of itself, as a standalone product, because that was not the idea. But you've got to go with how things are going.
Once you get the remote, once you get your 5 minutes, is how you maximize the 5 minutes to make it a lifetime, or how you let it disappear. Yeah. So I would get a domain name on, because if it goes really popular, you're probably going to create courses and seminars around the book. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to get that domain in quickly. Yeah. Get that domain in quickly. Yeah. And you can put a landing page on it, link to your website, a link to everything else, and do what Tracy does with her book. Give away a chapter.
Yeah, well, you know what, Mike, it's interesting you said that, because before I came on with you just now, I actually got in touch with the designer and asked, could he create a PowerPoint template for me, because I wanted to now sit and create the course around the book.
Yeah. Also, you should create the Facebook page. You should do a Google My Business. You should do a Facebook page. You should do a LinkedIn company page, all around the book.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will.
This is how you can get it to take off, So these are all in my head as my strategy for my book. So part of my podcasting and the YouTube and all that, it's all to do with the book. When I publish the book. So I don't mind. I'm actually procrastinating on the book at the moment, because it's my life story and it features my divorce and some things. So I've got some political discussions and compromises, and I don't want to edit the book, but I don't want to desanitize it, but I also don't want to put a situation that was bad into worse light.
Yeah. You gotta be respectful as well. So that's admirable.
Yeah, so
You
it's
know,
a bit. I'm a Libran, so it's like, okay, what can I say and how can I say it, and
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
I'm still in that situation at the moment,
yeah,
and
yeah.
mine's going to be similar to yours because I think that's the benefit of a book is how you can use it, in different circumstances and experience. So mine's a bit of a self help, what I learned to overcome things and all of that sort of thing, So sounds very similar to yours. So tell us a little bit more about yours for obviously all the listeners and the
Oh gosh.
YouTubers.
Well, what I share, I share about my own journey because, as I was about to say to you when you're talking about yours, is that people don't really, they don't really care about what you're saying to them if they can't really validate it and verify it in your life. So if you don't have a story yourself that backs up your statement, it falls flat, you know. So for me, my story and my philosophy is based on my own experience about I say do your business your way. First of all, you've got to know yourself because how can you do it your way if you don't know what your way is? If you're busy imitating everybody else and not being uh, courageous enough to face who you are and wise enough to understand that who you are is the best gift you could ever give to yourself and to the rest of the world. And that's the only thing you can actually really do with total confidence. And nobody can do you better than you know, and nobody can compete with you, only you. At being you, they can compete with you by being themselves, but they can't compete with you at being you. So if you build your business around quintessentially who you are, your core values, your embrace your strengths and recognize your weaknesses, and then make sure that you fix the weaknesses by getting the people in to do your weak spots, right? Then you can create something that you can sustain and something that you're truly passionate about and something that you won't quit on when the going gets tough. So for me, it's my journey, how from when as a child and fourth of five children, having to find my way in this strong, competitive, high achieving family. I mean, being fourth, right? Everywhere I went, I wasn't my name. I was this one's brother or this one's sister, all the way up to university. I didn't have my own identity,
No. And,
because
and nobody
because
puts Bernie in the corner, do they, Bern?
well, it was like I had to find my way,
You
but
had
it
to
was
find
like
your way, yeah.
as Diane's sister, as Donald's sister, as Douglas's sister. And then Douglas was the third one just before me. So in university, tell you the story. So in university, when you had really nice, fun, what they call hazing of first years, yes. And so when you went in, you had everybody got their name. They were called some name, and the whole freshers week when you're being hazed, that was your name. I didn't even get my own name. Do you know what they called me? My brother before me was Lumberjack, right? I will explain why they called him Lumberjack, right? What was my name? Lumberjill. They
Lumberjack
couldn't
sister.
even Lumberjack. Lumberjill. I not even then did I have my identity. So I had to learn pretty fast and I had to find myself. And my mother was always telling me about knowing myself. And my God, did I hate hearing it. But just 37 years on, leaving country and all the things that were familiar to me and coming to the United Kingdom, that I actually started to understand what she meant and how much of a discovery it is when you really know yourself. So I had to harness and embrace and celebrate who I was, a black woman, the Jamaican accent, a bit loud, a bit, whatever, and I am me. But I also loved people. I also had a caring nature. I always had a big smile on my face. And then people started to tell me about who they saw me to be and why it is they wanted to do business with me and why I was moving up the ranks so quickly. I thought, oh my gosh, what is the secret? It's me, you know, and I need to start
It's that
owning
Jamaican
it.
sunshine, Bern, that's surrounding you at the moment. See, it's that
Yeah, yeah.
Jamaican sunshine.
See, now I'm purposely doing it, aren't I? So when I discovered what it was happening by accident, now I have the sunshine shining there. There's a reason, there's a psychology to it. I'm telling them this is Jamaica sunshine. You got it. But that's what I had to learn that and
Yeah.
use that to set myself apart. And because it's me genuinely, I don't have to practice it or rehearse it. I don't have
No,
to try to remember it because I'm
no,
being
it's
me.
just natural. So it's called authenticity.
Exactly. So everybody needs to find that thing about themselves and don't be repentant about it. yes, you've got to understand who is in the marketplace. And yes, you've got to make room for other people. It's not just about you. You have to be respectful, but you have to be unrepentantly you. And it's finding that balance. And when you stride that, well, you're in for a winner.
That's like me and the Welsh dragon. There, see, there's no other Welsh dragon. There's nobody that could be a better Welsh dragon than me. I am
Yes,
the Welsh
exactly.
dragon.
Exactly. And I hear a lot of people are saying it when they come, I want to join Introbiz. Why? Because they feel the things that I talk about down here. The friendliness, the whole network. It's friendly, it's open. You know, look at
Fun,
Neil.
educational.
Big laugh on my face. Tracy, have you seen Tracy's pictures? I love that wide open signature laugh of Tracy's. Well, that's why we gravitate towards each other. We are, you know, and we are love and light and bright and caring, but we know our stuff.
Yeah.
There is gravitas. There's something behind. It's not just all fluff and whatever.
No.
We know our stuff. We take the time to invest in ourselves, to be the best we can be, and to give the best that we can. And that is what actually underpins the book.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sounds fantastic. And yeah, you know, as a member and ambassador for Introbiz myself, you know, teams and companies and businesses take the shape of their leaders a lot of the time. You know, I've been a leader and a manager most of my life, so you know I understand that. And I think Introbiz is full of those entrepreneurs who like to work hard, play hard. It's that you know, have fun, work hard, but have fun whilst doing it.
Exactly. Have a good laugh, you know, but get the job done.
Yeah. Yeah, which is, you know, it's the Richard Branson way, really. You know, that's why I've always admired Richard Branson, you know, from afar, for a long time, because, you know, he seemed to be the only one who was making money and having fun at the same time. You know, yes, Lord Sugar's been at the Introbiz Expo, and he's a good businessman and does The Apprentice and all of that, but he doesn't seem like he's enjoying it as much.
I know, but then hey, it is what it is.
Exactly. Hey, listen, I'd swap places with him and be miserable for all his cash, but
no, I wouldn't.
No, I probably wouldn't actually. I like to have fun more.
no, let's work on the right balance. Let's work on the right balance. And who knows, you might still get him cracking a smile one day.
Yeah, well, hopefully, I'll get him smiling over a deal that we do together one day. That's you know, in my wish list. But yeah, so obviously you've covered a good bit of the book there with you know the education bit and obviously a bit of your life story and that. Are there any other bits that we haven't covered yet that you'd like to mention now?
Yeah, well, apart from all the philosophy behind the book, then we have some really good you know, stuff that you can work with in the book. There, like I mentioned about the practical exercises before, but there are some good tips for people who are thinking of starting business, and for those who have started it and haven't put those things in place. I have some really good tips that are there. I also have some really good tips about visibility. So it's also, which is why it takes us back to networking. So you get yourself all ready. But it makes no sense to be an excellent business and nobody knows about you. So in the book, I have practical steps to how you can become visible, remain visible, to how you can build the right connections, build a good referral funnel, you know, how you can actually, and the practical steps. Like, for example, I'll say how many people you need to ring a week, how many sense of influence you need to sit and have a coffee with, how many you need to do. Listen, I made it step by step. It's real, it's practical stuff. You need to do this kind of thing. How you need to look at your website as it relates to all those other things that you do. There's a lot of practical key stuff that you can apply straight away. It's not just some hairy-fairy thing, because I'm not a hairy-fairy kind of person. I'm the real deal person. If I can't see it, you know, it ain't happening, right? So I put some key practical tips there, not just how you build your confidence, how you find yourself, how you relate, but also how you become visible and how you set up and maintain a good business.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, that's that visibility is what I'm passionate about. You know, at the end of the day, so as Grant Cardone says, you know, the most known will always beat the best, and there's so many companies out there too worried about being the best that they forget about making themselves known. And ultimately,
Exactly.
once you become really known and really popular and you get lots of customers in, you can always improve yourself to become the best down the line. You haven't got to be the
Exactly.
best first, you know. So that's something I'm very conscious of. Is that it's like me, I'm on a mission, like what you've just done. Now you're going global now, getting connections from around the world because
Yes.
they're gonna check out your book on Amazon. They're gonna check out the
Oh
reviews.
yes.
They're gonna look at the website. They're gonna look at your business website and all of this, and they're gonna want to get on the online
I
events and all
I've
that. You know?
already I've already gotten a lot of people connecting globally, and I've also gotten some big connections here in the United Kingdom, which I can't speak of yet, since the book, which you will hear more about.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just incredible what you just gotta know how to make yourself visible. And the thing is, guys, okay, I hit upon this new momentum with the book quite by accident, as I said. This was just so I could have something to show if I'm going to try to work with businesses. You don't know what is that little thing that you are trying to put out, and that will be the one that hits. So, guys, just keep hitting, which is why I say in the book, I give certain different steps and certain different activities that you need. Follow them all. You don't know which one is going to be the one that's like, whoa,
That's
and
why,
takes you.
that's why I teach 360 degrees of sales and marketing because, like
Yes,
with me, it's podcasting. I should have been
yes,
podcasting years ago. I've been spending
yes.
15 years blogging, but I prefer speaking than typing. I'm a much better speaker than a typer. You know.
And what is that? No, that is knowing yourself. You see,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
know what you. That's it. That's knowing yourself.
Yeah, definitely. So I was a bit slow to the uptick on podcasting. Otherwise, I'd be one of the top podcasters in the world by now. But I'll make up for that time, no problem, because I'm
Oh yes,
enthusiastic and energetic about it. Yours was the
yes.
book. You never know what it will be unless you try
Mhm.
everything. To grow your business, you might be missing the one thing, which was that turbo booster.
Exactly, exactly. And I'm so proud. I almost forgot to say I'm so proud that just this week as well, I have now been approved as a Business Wales mentor.
Oh,
I've
brilliant.
been working with them loosely, but they contacted me, and I'm going to be working. I know I'm an official Business Wales mentor. So yeah,
Yeah, brilliant,
quite pleased with
brilliant.
that. Yes,
Yes, that's great. So so therefore you can now put all of that information that you've got in that book into them through audio by speaking to them, etc., and then leave them
yes,
a copy of the book as well, so they got a
yes,
manual
yes,
to
yes,
get going. So that's a good tool
yes,
for that. And
yes, yes.
uh, also, I know that you've got a podcast of your own, etc. So do you want to
I
talk a
know.
little bit about that and maybe what content you've put from the book onto the podcast or what you're
Yes,
planning?
I've put a bit just because I knew what I was planning to do. So I did put some snippets of what's in the book in a couple of my podcasts, more to do with me, about me, and the philosophy that drives me and that carries my work. So I know, yes, yes, I know I am a talker as well, so I need to do more podcasts.
Yes, you do. You do.
But the book did take up a lot of my time over the last few weeks, and it's going to take my time up until October when the hard I say hard copy, I shouldn't say, because it's not going to be a hardback, it's a paperback. When the paperback is out, but I can do a couple of podcasts in between, so I will do that. But
Yeah.
and
The other thing which
yeah,
you should do, Bern, the other thing which you should do, okay, is you should go onto a Zoom. Yeah.
yes,
Press the record and film yourself on Zoom talking into your camera, okay, and reading your book. So do an audio version of your book. Put the audio into your podcast and put the video into your YouTube channel.
wow. Mm, that's a clever idea. I always tell you you're an ideas man, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea because people have been clamoring for the audio,
Yeah.
and that's
So
something
so
that my
so
publishers have been looking at. I haven't worded them though, but because I know they're looking at doing an audio book with me.
Yeah,
But
but what I would do with the audiobook with them, right, is read it as the book is, okay? What I would do with the video, the YouTube, okay, is I would film it with you
read
adding
and
your
talk
bit
about
in,
it.
yeah, talk about the different
Yes,
bits, etc. Yeah, so you're producing different content all of the time, and
yes,
I am a very good creator of utilizing content in this different ways, if you like,
yes, That's a very good. That's an excellent idea.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I do have them. I have been known to have these good ideas, you know.
Every now and again.
Every now and again. I'm a pretty creative thinker. I do a lot of stuff all the time. And I tell you another market, because you're going global now as well, is
Mm.
TikTok. A lot of young entrepreneurs on there need to learn how to set up businesses.
Do you know? I just this week I said to Mark yesterday. I said, "Hon, we've got to do a TikTok now. We've got to get that and get because I believe Mark and I should do something as well through
Yeah,
TikTok." So you are just confirming one of our plans. Yeah,
yeah.
TikTok, and it is the way. It is the way. Mm.
But the good thing about TikTok as well is, right, you can create a TikTok video, stick it onto TikTok, and it gets the organic reach. And you can actually share it now to your Instagram. So it fills up your Instagram wall as well. And I'm all about efficiency, see? So it's all about
Mm.
two, three birds with one stone.
Mm.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Yeah,
So,
let me write that down so I don't forget that because I was talking to Mark about doing it together, but I wasn't thinking about it in respect of the book. So
no.
definitely.
But also as well, then you can put your chats, you know, you can do dual Zoom. So you should be doing Zoom chats like I am now with your members and actually put them on the
Oh,
podcast, the audio and the video
I
with you.
have I have them all. I've done all
Oh,
the
you've done,
members
yeah.
that I can that yeah, if you go on we have an Introbiz. That's one thing I when it comes to take care of my members, we did all of that during the pandemic. So all my members who could make it. And over the last week we've been chasing up the ones who couldn't and they still can't because the thing with our members, a lot of them are running their own business, they're actually working in a business. So a
Yeah.
lot of our members weren't able to take advantage, unfortunately, of some of the fantastic online events we had because they had to literally be working in a business and so but I took a lot of them on the podcast route
Yeah.
and they're on my Introbiz Swansea West Wales YouTube channel and they're on the website as well, so if people want to go on our website it's in our news and members page. So yes, I did all of that
Yeah.
from the pandemic. I think I was doing that before you started your podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
but I think I
Yeah.
did that. But I wasn't doing anything about me. I put my members first.
Yeah. You're putting it
Yeah,
about
yeah,
them, but you need to put
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you always got to remember. So many people who are giving, like both of us, but because I come from
yeah,
a sales marketing background,
yeah,
because
yeah.
you're giving, you want to give for other people, but you got to always remember to,
Yes,
you know, put your
yes.
own oxygen mask on
Oxygen
first.
mask on. Yeah, so I will definitely look at it for my yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But our
definitely.
members are so for those of you who are listening, please go on our website, introbizwestwales.co.uk or Introbiz Swansea West Wales YouTube. Our members are there being featured. Please go on, listen to what they've had to say, share and support them.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. And I'll actually put them in my Welsh Biz playlist
Yes,
because I always
yes,
put different videos into my stuff because my channel's going to be like a super entrepreneur channel because
yes,
everyone I meet around the world and entrepreneurs and that, I put all my videos into certain categories, but I put them into certain categories as well. So it's like a
yes,
big super, you know, catalogue of entrepreneurship and that. So
yeah. Oh, please take them and
I'll
do
do
that
that.
for
Yeah,
me.
I'll put them in the
Please do that.
playlist.
Yes,
And the other thing which you can do with the videos, so you can actually upload videos that are long, 45 minutes or whatever. You can upload them into TikTok as 60 seconds, so they'll just crop it at the end. Yeah,
right.
ignore all of the language, right, and put music over the front of them. So you can upload music so you can't hear what's being said. So it doesn't matter that it's been cropped to 60 seconds. You'll just see, you know, interaction between two people and a bit of music. And if you use
Yes,
that music as a theme tune to the talk or to the guest, yeah. So like if, for
mm,
example, it's like me and it's motivational, you might want to have like "I Am the Tiger" or the Welsh anthem because I got the dragon behind, yeah.
yes.
And with different guests.
Remember I had that one for the launch. You remember
Yeah,
I had the title. Dum,
So
dum,
yeah,
dum, dum. Oh,
that's
love
it.
it.
And then you can pop them into TikTok with a link to where they watch the full video in the YouTube. So you're using little videos as like
Mhm.
tasters of who the guests are and that sort of thing.
Wow, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So I do that as well. So also as well, TikTok have got a feature where you can upload, for example, you can upload pictures and it turns it into, it's got templates and it turns into a video. So you can put, for
Ah,
example, 10 pictures of your launch night and you can put that under your launch and it's got like the 10 images, yeah? And you can have like 10 pictures of you interviewing your 10 guests. So I've got one, they got a video which is a countdown 10 to 1. So 10 I put down as like my image for my YouTube. 1 is my image for my podcast, and 8 to 2 are all of the pictures of the guests I've had on my podcast. So it's going like 10, 9, 8, and so it's just creative, I like to
Oh,
share,
that I could definitely do that for the videos that I've had of my all the members that I've done.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
And all your pictures
Yeah.
from all your events and your launch, and there's
Yeah.
so much there. And what I find is people have so much content, but they don't know what to do with it. And I'm all about squeezing the sponge till the last drop comes out.
I know. Yeah, that you've got to reuse your content. That's brilliant. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Masterclass.
Yeah,
You
well,
can't
that's
have
there's two Jedis working together on global domination.
Fantastic. Oh, that's amazing. No, that's some good stuff there. Some good stuff.
Yeah, well, that's it. We both full of good information, because that's what a lifetime of experiences and lifelong learning teaches you.
Yes. Oh, yes, definitely. And you'd never stop learning.
Never.
I still go. If somebody is giving a master class and I can attend, I'm on it.
Oh, I've read and listened to 14 to 16 books. I've read or listened to 14 to 16 books during lockdown, and I've been on loads of seminars and webinars and masterclasses, and you know what I mean. Just you can never. The thing is, you just one little bit of nugget here, one bit, and it just changes the way you do things,
Exactly. Most definitely.
Yeah,
Brilliant stuff.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, you've given how people can download the book. You've given how people can download the website.
It's on Amazon, so they can download it, or they can get it on my website berniedavis.com, or they can download it on Amazon. Just put in your business your way, Bernie Davis, and it should come up.
Yeah? Brilliant. Yeah. Are there any other ways that you want to promote how people can get in touch with you?
Oh, well, so listen, if Introbiz Swansea and West Wales, right? Introbizwestwales.co.uk, berniedavis.com, amazon.co.uk for your business your way, and email bernie@introbiz.co.uk. Okay, BERNIE, not NI. Bernie with an E at introbiz.co.uk. Please.
Brilliant. And you're Bernadette, aren't you? You're Bernadette Davis on LinkedIn.
Bernadette, yes, I know. I don't know why I use my full name on LinkedIn. I just think I wanted to sound posh.
It's because when you set it up, you were still a lawyer. You were still Bernadette then, and now you're Bernie. And also, Mark Davies is also good to follow on LinkedIn, who is the wind beneath your wings.
Oh, trust me. Yes, the wind beneath my wings. I could not do without my little sparring partner, man, my sidekick.
Yes.
Yeah. I hear him. Yeah, is there peeping over my shoulder? Yeah, he's not finished yet. Oh, he's about to take over my recording. Hey,
tell him I got to wrap up, because I got someone in my waiting room waiting to come in. So I'm going to have to wrap up. But I definitely will get you on again, Bern, to talk more about events that you got coming up once you've got your schedule coming.
Thank you, and I want to have you on mine as well. And we'll start getting more out there. Yeah.
Just let me know, and I'm there, because I'm everywhere at the moment. So
right. Fabulous. Thank you. Take care. All the best, Mike.
Yeah, have a great day, okay? All the best. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Right, there's nothing else left to say other than have a great day. I know I will. And thanks very much for listening. Cheers. Bye-bye.